guys, welcome to another book video. This one was requested on my Instagram after I posted about ordering from World of Books, so I thought I would give you a little haul of the books I managed to get. Now, I really need to stop buying books now because I've actually got a ridiculous amount to read that I just haven't got around to yet, and yeah, it's a lot. I need to, someone needs to stop me from buying books until I've got through all of these, so mark my words. These are the ones I've got. So there are 6 books here to go through, and then I've got a few others that I've also accumulated recently that I'll go through as well. So the reason I got them was because there was a sale on World of Books where it was like buy 4 and get like 20% off, I think. So all of these books were already under £5 because that's my little rule at the moment. I'm not buying any that are more than £5 because they were classed as more of a treat. And they're all books from my TBR list anyway, so they're all books that I have been meaning to read and just haven't purchased yet, so let's bear that in mind. First one is Jojo Moyes, The 1+1, and I got this because I wanted another Jojo book because I read the Me Before You series last year and got really into it, and I was like, I really want to, it arrived and I did not realise it was this thick. That's going to take me some time but I am excited to read it nevertheless. It's like 500 pages, which is a really long book in my eyes. I've been reading books that are mainly 300 to 400 max, so yeah, that's the first one. Let me know if you've read it and if it's any good, and if there are any other Jojo Moyes books you recommend. Next up we have Bridget Jones' Diary. I really like this cover because it's not, sorry, the ring light's reflecting. I really like this cover because it's not it doesn't match the other covers, but I quite like it. It's a nice little book. I've obviously seen the films, and the Bridget Jones films are literally my favourite. So I also had a debate on my Instagram account the other day about whether you prefer reading the book first or watching the movie first, and the consensus was in general that people who read books anyway prefer reading the book first, and then people that are more movie people prefer watching the movie first, which is fair enough. But then I asked the question, are there any books that you prefer the movie to the book and you've read both? You've read the book and watched the film? And there wasn't many that came up. Bridget Jones was one of them, but I cannot confirm nor deny that one yet because I haven't read the book. But it's genuinely one of my favourite film franchises, so we'll see what happens. I already had Bridget Jones' The Edge of Reason. This is actually the first book of the series that I bought from Sainsbury's in the sale about 3 years ago now, and I haven't read it because I didn't have the first book. So I also bought I think it's the 3rd book, but it's the only one that isn't a movie, and it's called Bridget Jones' Mad About a Boy or something, and I got that in a charity shop a few months ago now. But again, I still didn't have the first book, so I haven't read either of them, but now I have all of them, so I will get reading. I'll probably read them one straight into the next one. But I am interested to see how they compare to the films, and if I enjoy the book still, having already seen the film, you know? The next book I got is Bridget Jones' Baby. This one's a hardback, which is a bit annoying because I don't really enjoy hardbacks, and the other 3 Bridget Jones books I have are paperbacks, but never mind. It's smaller than I thought it was going to be, it's quite a cute size. Yeah, it's not that long. Obviously I know what happens if it's the same as the film because the film of this came out a couple of years ago, and yeah, I don't have anything else to say about this other than that I hope that it's as good as the film. Next up we have a classic. It's Nicholas Sparks' The Notebook. Now this is one where I have already seen the film a few years ago. I don't remember it that well, but I have already seen the film, so I'm wondering if that's going to impact how I feel about the book. And Nicholas Sparks is actually one of the reasons that I started that conversation the other day, because I just finished The Longest Ride, and I read the book first and then watched the film not on Netflix because it got taken down. But yeah, I watched the film straight after I finished the book, and the structure is completely different, and I just really didn't like it, and it sent me into a massive rant about how books are always better than the films. So that is what sparked that argument. So I am intrigued now as to whether I enjoy the book, having already seen the film. But like I said, I can't really remember the film that much, so I'm going to have to rewatch it again, but after I've read it, and then see. But yeah, this is a smaller book than I expected it to be as well. Those were the 4 books I got on the offer, I think. Yeah, and then these 2 I picked up separately, so still from World of Books though. So this one is The Colour Purple by Alice Walker. I've seen this a lot online recently since all the like BLM things started happening, and it's been on my TBR since then. So it's set in American South between the wars. It's about a young black girl born into poverty and segregation, and it goes in to her like kind of story, and it is a classic. It's like, it says it's hailed as one of the all-time greats of literature, so I felt like this is a good one to get reading, because I feel like I read 3 like BLM books, you know, the Instagram posts that were like, if you want to learn more about BLM and all of that kind of thing, then you should read these. Why I'm No Longer Talking to White People About Race, these 2, and also Queenie. So if anyone has any other books in that kind of genre that I should read, please let me know, because I feel like I read those 3 last year and then kind of like neglected that sort of category a little bit, so that is why I bought this, and I hope to read it soon. And then the last book I bought was Ruth Jones' Nevergreener. This has been on my TBR for a long time. It's a fairly big book. It's about a girl who has an affair with a married man. It ended in heartbreak, blah blah blah. They move on. It like all comes to an end. She moves on. She's an actress, and then they meet again. And it's like all about second chances and stuff like that. So I am excited to read this. And Ruth Jones, what a legend. She's in Gavin and Stacey, and she plays Nessa, so that's why I know who she is. But I'm excited to read this. I just read this in the back and was like, oh, she's got a new book coming out in spring like this year, and then realised that 2020 was last year. So they are the 6 books I bought from World of Books, which came this week, and I don't know when I'm going to get around to reading them yet, because if you watch my February TBR, I already have my books for this month planned out, so they will probably come in like in the next few months after that, but keep watching for some TBRs to see what I think of those when I finally get around to them. And if you see me buying any more books, please stop me. So I have 3 more books to show you guys, just because I thought they came today. Well, I opened them today, so I thought I may as well share them with you guys. The first one is Adventures for Your Soul. This is like, it says 21 ways to transform your habits and reach your full potential. And it's like a self-help book about achieving your goals, remove limiting beliefs, feel freedom, be unapologetic about your innermost desires, like make yourself truly happy, that kind of thing. It's like a self-help kind of book, and I found out about this one from Ellie Darby's YouTube channel. I've been watching her like really old vlogs recently, and this is one that she recommended, so I ordered it straight away back in like the beginning of January, I want to say, and it finally came like this week, and yeah, I'm excited to read it. It's quite a long one, it looks quite like in-depth, and yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about it, but I probably will get around to this one soon, because I like to alternate between fiction and non-fiction at the moment, so that will probably be soon. The next 2 books were actually gifted to me as part of a book exchange that I was in, so I didn't choose them, but they were on my Amazon wishlist and someone bought them for me very kindly. So the first one is Fern Cotton, Speak Your Truth, connecting with your inner truth and learning to find your voice. So another kind of self-help kind of book. It's a hardback. It's a really nice like cover. I love it. So like really aesthetic book. I don't know a lot about it other than obviously it's by Fern Cotton. Her other books are like Happy, Calm and Quiet, which I haven't read, but I've seen them a lot and I've like flicked through them and things, so I kind of know what her like vibe is. But yeah, I'm excited to read this one. That's all I have to say about that one. And then the last book I'm going to show you guys today is The Miracle Morning, or The Note Fell Out. I actually don't know yet who even bought me this, so it was very kind of them. It's been on my TBR for ages. I feel like it's one of those, it's kind of like similar to the 5 AM Club, I think. It's been on my list for ages. It's just one of those that I'll probably read alongside like a fiction book or something. But it's just 6 habits that will transform your life before 8 AM. And I have been trying to get into like more of a good habit with getting up earlier and having like a morning routine, so I'm hoping this will help. But yeah, I'm very grateful to whoever it was that kindly gifted me this off of my Amazon wishlist. So that is the end of this video. I've shown you all 9 of my books that I have accumulated in the past week, and I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you've read any of them and what you thought of them, or if any of these are also on your TBR, and then I can let you know what I think when I've read them. But yeah, if you're not already, please hit subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!